Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why not BBQ? Tomorrow I have an order for chicken and pork, so I'm going to do a wet marinade for that today. I'm going to do it in the traditional why not marinade. Weekend number 3 of the curfew. So karibuni. So this weekend I've gotten some Farmer's Choice ribs, which is what I'm going to use. These are pork shoulder ribs. These are prime shoulder ribs, and that's what I'll be making for my customer tomorrow. So we have our why not barbecue marinade base in here, and that's what gives the secret taste of the barbecue from why not. What we'll add is some of this seasoned salt. This I noticed I bought this the last time I was at the supermarket, and I noticed that it has quite a large amount of salt in it. So I'll just add a little bit of it. Get a spoon and mix this. We'll just mix the powder so that it's nice and salty. Right, so we add vinegar. Add a bit of vinegar to it. It's a wet rub, so as opposed to the dry rub, this is going to be a bit more watery than the dry rub that we normally use. So what you're trying to do is create a paste of some sort, and that paste, we hope, is what will seep into the chicken and into the pork as it lays there overnight. You always need some oil. I have some oil here. So you need to add oil to your marinade. You can notice the rich red color. So I'll just taste that, see if it's got a tangy taste to it, obviously because of the vinegar, but it's salty. Yeah, there's our marinade. Ready for the meat. Right then, I'm just going to cut this open to allow us access to our meat. So the ones from Farmer's Choice are not that meaty, but I think on a low and slow cook they'll be pretty good. So the first thing you need to do is take out the membrane. There's a membrane that sits behind the rib, right? And then that stops it from, it doesn't allow flavor to come in. So you need to tear out that membrane. Once you tear this membrane out, like that, so you see what that looks like? That stops flavor from going into the meat, but want the flavor to go into both sides. So once that's taken out like that, we will be more or less ready to marinate. This will need trimming because it's not that fatty, so we'll not need trimming for this. So you just try and find the membrane. If you pull it out at the rib, it will all come off. Sometimes it's hell to remove this membrane. A trick that you can use is take some kitchen towel and pull it out like that. tears like a newspaper. But the kitchen towel will allow you to grip it. There you are. So there's our rib without the membrane. So you can see now there's access to the meat, to the actual meat. So our pork is ready for marination. And when you need is a brush. So we just lather up the pork with the marinade. Not too much of it because it's salty, as I told you earlier. We do this on both sides. So we'll just do the same for the chicken. So this is for an early cook. So this will sit in the freezer, in the fridge, not the freezer, sorry, in the fridge for about 9 hours. Hope that by then the meat would have soaked up all the flavors that we have. Hey, so it's about 7:30 in the morning, and I just put in the chicken and the pork. So let's just check that out. So there's our chicken and our pork. 7:30 a.m. Goes all the way back. So as usual, we'll be irrigating after about an hour and a half. So I've just irrigated, and I think we're good to wrap now. So I'm going to wrap this right now. It's a bit charred, that's the smoke, because the fire was a bit high, but I think we're still good to go. So we're now ready to wrap, and I've got my foil here. So I've got some chicken legs that we also did, and these will also get basting before we wrap. There's my full chicken. Pretty juicy, I must say. So here we are. I'm going to show you the finished product. Those are your finished ribs. That's what they look like. If you can see, whew, it's hot. It's too hot. but the sugar has all rendered in. So yeah, that's ready for delivery.